Hi guys, so this is our third and final challenge for the workshop. Well, third and final big challenge. We've got some small things to do later. But we are going to be making a mail tag. If you don't know what a mail tag is, it is basically a fun little game you can play with a pen pal. It's brilliant for first time letters. And what you do is you ask questions or give them a task to do. Like it could be to send you a newspaper clipping from the local newspaper or a picture of their town, something like that, or you can just ask them questions. I like to take it literally and actually put the questions on a tag. It's actually a mail tag, like Tag Unit, but this is the way I do it. So you're starting off with a piece of cardstock. I have cut mine to 11 inches by 5 inches. No, I haven't. I'm telling lies. I have cut this to 8 inches by 5 inches. I'm just trimming it up there, and then the second piece you want to cut to 5 inches by 5 inches. So these are just the measurements I'm doing. You can do it wider or thinner or taller, whatever, but the two pieces must be the same width and one of them must be shorter. I'm just testing the width there. So I am scoring the longer piece on the short edge and you're scoring it at 2 inches. What you're going to do is create two pockets on this. One for your mail tag and one for some extras. So you're just scoring it at 2 and then folding it up. I'm just going over that with the bone folder just to burnish the edge. And then you want to slot your second piece inside underneath the flap, so that's going to be your two pockets. So I'm going in with my corner rounder as always. I don't know what my problem is with corners. And I feel bad because Hayley's lost her corner rounder and I keep rounding corners in the videos. So I'm just rounding the bottom of the second piece because that's going to fit in there. So I'm decorating this one first. And I'm just using strips of the DSP paper. But you can use whatever you like. You could doodle on it, you could just use a different colour cardstock. Anything at all. I'm just cutting pieces from my scrap box. Just trimming that away. And just gluing them onto the smaller piece of card. You don't have to worry too much about the bottom being neat because this is going to be tucked inside the first pocket anyway, so you're only really going to see the top part. So I've kind of brought it down a little bit from the top, but I've went all the way to the edge so I can just trim it off. As you can see me doing here. Just tidying up the edges a little bit. I kind of need a new paper trimmer, so it's a bit rough. Just gluing that down. I've just went for a plain piece of cardstock on the other side. I didn't have any big enough, so I've just had to go over it with a small two different ones because I didn't have a piece wide enough. But I thought that'd be a good way as well to show you if you're just using scraps that you can just piece them together. Just trimming that off. and neaten it up a little bit. Then I decided to cover the join with some washi tape. I actually picked these washi tapes out on the morning that I was doing the filming, and when I saw how well they went, I wished I'd sent you all a little bit. But I may do that for next time. A big motorbike just went past my window. So I decided I was going to edge the top as well, and no, the top and the sides as well, just to make it pretty and help it to stand out a little bit. Just neatening that up now. Finishing off with the washi tape. Trimming off the excess there. And making sure it still fits okay. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the snail down the two sides. I didn't bother with the bottom because it is going to be tucked. Did I bother with the bottom? I think I might have done, but you don't really need to because it is going to be tucked right down at the bottom of the fold, so nothing's going to fall out there. And you're just gluing that down, making sure that it touches the bottom of the fold. And then I decided to decorate first. I put a little bit of washi on the top. And then I decided I would also put some paper, which I probably should have done first. No, I didn't put the paper, I changed my mind and went for some die cuts instead. And if you've watched the rest of the videos, you probably know what's coming now, because I have overused this technique in this whole workshop, but it is one of my favourites. Can you guess? Yep, I'm making a banner with the banner punch. I don't get like extra commission for the banner punch or anything, I'm just really am in love with it, and I think someone should buy one. So I am making a little banner tag, and I decided that I would do some stamping on there. But first I am closing up that pocket by just putting some snail on each side and fastening it down. So then I am putting the banner on. And we're doing a horizontal banner this time. And the little die cut heart with the slats, that is one of my favourites. But it's so hard to get off the die. I don't have a die brush and I had to do it with a needle. Things I do for you guys. So I'm sticking a little blue arrow on the banner. I really love those arrows too. That is probably one of my favourite framelit sets. Right there. And now I am going in with the stamps, and I'm using the Better Than Email set again. Which I think is being retired, which is a shame. It's actually designed for if you make and sell cards or anything, you have to, and you use the stamps, you have to put copyright, Images copyright for Stampin' Up. So there's actually some really cute stamps that you can use, and they have all different sayings on them. Some of them are like food related, so you can put them on like tags for cookies and things. And some of them are, we've got snail mail, and then there's this better than email one. But because I'm not selling this, I don't need the copyright on it. So what I've done is just put a piece of paper underneath to cover up the part that stamps the copyright. So I just get the better than email. I don't sell any of my cards or anything, so I actually purely bought the set for the snail mail and the better than email. So this is me looking for my pencil, which I lost. So I'm just going in straight away with the pen, and I am writing tag you're it on there. Then I decided I was just going to stick a little punched out heart on there in the pool party, just for a little bit of interest. And that is the folder type envelope thing done. So I'm just measuring it up now till I decide the size of the tag, and I'm gonna go with 5 tall by 4 wide, that's in inches, so 5 inches by 4 inches, and I'm just using the Whisper White. Because this is going to tuck in the bigger pocket at the back. So that is going to be my mail tag. So of course, first step is to round it off with the corner rounder. And then I am marking in the middle at the top so that I can punch the hole to turn it into a tag. I made a big mistake here. I thought it would be clever and do a flower hole, because I thought, oh, that will look really pretty. But you will see in a few minutes that that turned out to be a bit of a disaster. So I am just going to put a little strip of DSP on there. I'm just looking through my scrap box for something. I decided to go with the red, just to make it pop. I'm just trimming off the excess, and then in a second you are going to see me add a strip of washi. I also added 2 small flowers in the real red and added the pearl accents. And now I've taken a length of real red and Whisper White ribbon, which is also in your embellishment pack, and I'm popping them through the hole. But as I tighten it, I ripped right through the hole. So moral of the story is, don't try and make a flower shaped hole for your ribbons. Stick with a circle. So I've started again with a fresh piece of Whisper White, but I actually just cut off the piece I decorated to save time and to save wasting it. So I've just glued that on there. I'm going to stick the flowers back on, and this time I learned my lesson and I just used a circle punch for the ribbon. That is what I am doing right now. So what you can see there, I've put the ribbon in and it is fine, and just checking that the tag fits, which it does. And now it's time to add your questions or requests on there. I'm going to put a link below to some examples of questions and challenges that you can give to your pen pal. And I'm just writing a couple of questions on here, just some basic ones. Asked winter or summer, what song was stuck in my head, that kind of thing. So all really quite basic things that you would ask. So I'm just finishing up now. I did mine in blue just to match with the pool party. And that is my finished tag. And I'm just going to slip that into the pocket. It's quite snug, so I probably would have done it a 1/4 inch smaller next time. And then I just need to fill up the front pocket with some goodies. So first of all, I took a little bit of scrap Whisper White and I made a little card. Nope, wrong one. I was looking for the corner rounder. A little card to put some washi samples on there. So just tuck that in the pocket, and then I decided to make a little shaker pocket to put in there as well. So I did that exactly the same way as I did in the pocket letter video earlier, but this time I put sequins in, and I also staple shut the edges and then put washi tape over the top. And I've popped a little binder clip on the top there, a little bulldog clip. And then the last thing I decided to add in was a tea bag for my pen pal. And that was the finished tag with all its bits and pieces. So I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Just let your imagination run wild, and I will put the links to those mail tag questions down below this video. Bye bye.